A lot of my classmates and teachers may not know that when I was very young, I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, the primary symptoms of which are obsessive interests and social anxiety, which doesn't really seem to be the case considering I'm up here right now, so that's good. So from a young age, focusing on any topic that I wasn't interested was basically impossible. It was very, very difficult. The topics that I did find interesting, I would have a hyper-focus in, and I would know everything there is about that. That could range from a weekend research into the breakup of Yugoslavia, or opera being my primary choice of music for the past 2 years in running. Coming into high school, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, besides the fact that I took a computer science class in middle school and had a lot of fun in it. Upon learning of AOIT, I quickly became interested in join. I graduated in an academy for classes I was going to take anyway, why wouldn't I? Being a freshman in Principles of Information Technology, I didn't really have any presence, but I could see the academy operating. Going to my first employee recognition breakfast really gave me a chance to see the professional attitude of my upperclassmen and all the employers and their very amazing companies and businesses and programs that hired high school students. I could really see the academy was something much more than a diploma for taking a handful of classes, but rather a community of students, teachers, and employers collaborating to give its members opportunities to explore a growing field, learn necessary skills, and get real work experience in that field. Going into my sophomore year, I took my first programming class and fell in love. I finally knew what I wanted to do, and I wanted to write software. I started to develop real connections with the teachers. Having already met Mr. Claps, I got a chance to become well acquainted with Mr. Frisch, who later offered me a position on the Student Board of Advisors of Information Technology for the district, along with 2 of my other classmates. The next year, I proceeded into AP Computer Science, which was great fun, where my programming skills really flourished. I got to be on one of our teams to participate at the St. Joseph's programming competition, and I will also be going to this year's competition, which will be on tomorrow. I'll be participating with the same team I was on last year, so Alex and Nick, I hope you guys are prepared. Either way, now as a senior, I couldn't be happier. I got along with my good friend Jared, got to become our academy's co-presidents. I'm happy to say we really have a lot to show for this year. We had a really awesome setup at in the Commons for the Hour of Code Week, with a different activity station run by students showcasing different coding activities they made. We also have a Programming Pals activity coming up soon, where elementary school students will be coming to participate in fun coding activities that students made to teach them fundamental programming concepts. I'm also happy to say that under our administration, with the help of Ms. Malazzo, we have managed to reduce junior unemployment levels to an astonishing 0%. I'd like to thank all of our volunteers who have taken time out of their days to participate in our activities we had this year. None of it would have been possible without you. I could not be happier with my fellow officers. They are all very hardworking and have shown so much dedication and passion for the Academy. They allow for the Academy to have plenty of student representation and involvement. Now, to be more specific, I would like to give a very special thank you to our vice presidents, Nicole and Rachel, who have come to every meeting and participated in all our activities. So you two are like superstars. You're awesome. Thank you. Jared, too, has been a really great co-president and really shown a lot of great work. Even though sometimes we may disagree on the way to tie our tie knots, we still managed to get a lot done. Though the half winter is the best knot. I'm sorry. 4 years ago, I couldn't imagine myself standing in front of all my classmates delivering a speech as head of the Academy of Information Technology, but now here I am, going to college next year to pursue my dream of becoming a software engineer with a focus in artificial intelligence. It brings me great joy to see all my friends and classmates at the end of this journey, ready to begin our next. I have really great expectations for all of you, and no doubt will be reading some of your names in the news as pioneers of this field later down the line. I've seen so many of you put so much work, and I can't wait to see where it takes you. It's been a pleasure to be friends and classmates with all of you, and I really hope that wherever your next destination may be, it's a successful one. To have the academy here is something that I think a lot of students take for granted, and really the vast array of elective courses that the high school offers. Compared to a lot of other high schools on Long Island, it really doesn't compare. So to be able to have such a focused sort of curriculum to, really take classes that are, quite specific for a field right before college is a really amazing thing. And I can say that lots of employers and colleges seeing things like that on a resume are no doubt very, very impressed. So I'd like to thank you all for coming here tonight, and thanks to all my classmates for the last 4 years. It's been great.